Well, good morning. Late morning now. I am just now leaving Walmart. I had to bring something back, grab a little bit of dog food and detergent to wash clothes and a tub of yogurt. So I brought back something, returned it, and I grabbed those things, and I'm headed back home. It is a nasty day out here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kimberly, and this channel is mainly about doing Slimming World, which is a weight loss plan. If you're not from the UK, it's a popular, I would say probably the most popular weight loss plan in the UK. Somewhat roughly similar to what Weight Watchers used to be. But I decided this is a plan I did when I lived in the UK, and I decided I needed to follow something, and I didn't really want to necessarily go to Weight Watchers. They have sort of aligned themselves with the weight loss drugs, Mounjaro, Zepbound, tirzepatide, whatever the GLP-1 drugs are. And I'm not, again, as I've said in other videos, I'm not putting down people that follow that or need that as the tool to lose weight, but I like to do something like this, Slimming World, because it's actually giving you a guideline on how to eat well, eat better, eat well, that you can do forever if you do it properly. Whereas, weight loss drugs do help you lose the weight. And I haven't looked up the percentages, but I do know that a great number of people that lose weight with weight loss drugs do gain the weight back. And I think that's because you don't learn how to adjust your food properly to lose weight. So once you lose the weight, if you go back to the regular way of eating, and that goes for anything, even if you follow Slimming World, if you don't follow what you've learned, you're going to gain the weight back. So it's really us in the end. I hope you can hear me with the rain. I was trying to record this on the way over and excuse me, and it was just way too much rain to probably be able to hear. It was pounding on the windshield and you could not hear me, along with the road noise. So anyway, I tried to record a video. Well, I did record a video. I edited the video. I had it already. I was happy with the video, and I could not. I tried for 3 days to get it to upload. There's nothing different than what I've ever done on my old videos. So I don't know why it would not upload, but here we are trying to record a new one. So I have been not as focused as I could be. And when I say that, it's two things. I have not been planning out meals properly, and I don't do well with eating on the fly, because if I eat on the fly without a little bit of, forethought, then I'm going to grab something that I should not grab. Secondarily, I've been eating emotionally based on things that were going on at the time. And I am most definitely an emotional eater. And then I don't do well with temptation either. If I'm somewhere, I've done better. I will say this, I've done better, but I'm not good with temptation if I'm around things that are my trigger foods, which is why I don't put them in my household, because if they're there, I'm not just going to eat some of it, I'm going to eat all of it. But when I'm out at a restaurant or something like that, then it makes me want to eat whatever it is that's my temptation food. So I've done that a little bit. And because of that, as a result of that, I am struggling with this 1.5 pounds that I had gained. Then I lost it back. And, well, look right here. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, I gained that weight back. The 1.5 pounds again. It's not that I'm not doing well some of the time. It's the times that I'm not doing well and I eat those trigger foods or those snacky foods or things I shouldn't have, and it comes back. So I wrapped my brain around that. I'm like, okay, so I know from the first month when I had gotten up to an 11.5 pound weight loss that I have to plan. I do better when I make a recipe. I do not so well when I eat snacky foods. So I don't keep, in my household, I do not keep like snack bars. I do not keep any kind of candy or sweets or chocolate, or the worst trigger food for me is ice cream. I don't keep ice cream at my house. So, and quick foods, which I've talked about before. I'm glad in some ways that I am doing this plan outside of the UK, because if I was there, I would probably become wholly dependent on the more snacky foods, and even like Slimming World meals, which are fine. They're good, but I think it's better to prepare your foods and have something less processed and include more of our speed foods that we know are good for us. But I would also be snacking on other things like, little candy bars, refrigerators, all kinds of other things that would not be beneficial to me. So in this way, sort of by default, I'm forced to create meals, so I'm eating meals, and not dependent on processed food. I guess I can just say processed food because it's not necessarily all snacky food per se, but processed foods in some ways I wish I had that so I wouldn't fall off the wagon, but in other ways I'm glad I don't have that, so I'm forced to create meals. I've been cooking and preparing meals more now than I ever have. And that leads me to what I have recently done. And if you're in the community, that's what I call it, the community. And other people, I think, feel it's the community too. There are a group of us that do Slimming World, and post it on YouTube. And it's such a wonderful variety of people, ages, males, females, couples, singles, you name it. And there's people in the community. And what I love about the community is because I don't have the in-person meeting support, these members of this community become my support. So There's Shell and Byron, they're vegans. So they're sharing vegan meals, vegan ideas, things that are working for them. That's interesting to me. I love to see a grocery haul. Do I have a Sainsbury's, Tesco, Morrison's, Waitrose? I don't have any of those, but I still like to see your food hauls because then I can look at that. I'm like, okay, is there something here in the States that's like that item? And then I can go and look for it. And I do that. I do research things. We have a variety of stores too. So sometimes I can find things, sometimes I can't. So I like that. And this week, in the last couple of weeks, several of the members of the community, even if they are not vegan, have prepared vegan recipes. So I wanted to do that because even if I'm not vegan, I do enjoy vegan meals sometimes. And I pulled out a book I already had even before I started Slimming World, and it's called Plentifully Lean by Kiki Nelson. And it's a vegan cookbook. And I pulled a recipe out of there. Now, it's probably something common in the UK because it is a lentil curry. Curries are more popular in the UK, less popular here, specifically where I live, because there's not a large, probably a large Indian community. More so where I live in the United States, and especially in the southern part, are Mexican, Hispanic, Tex-Mex foods. So, that's more readily available. So I prepared this curry, vegan curry, lentil curry, and it was good. You're going to see in just a few minutes. I didn't do a video of it, but I did a picture series of it, of what I did. The most simple thing possible. I would only say I would give it a couple of tweaks. I would either add in more lentils or cut back on the liquid. It called for 5 cups of liquid. I would do 4 cups, and I might still increase the lentils because I wanted more lentils in it. I also adjusted the seasoning because I like a lot of flavor in my recipe. So I did adjust that, and maybe cutting back on the water would sort of counteract the, feeling of the lack of flavor. And it's done in the Instant Pot, so it could not be more simple. I mean, could not. It is a less than 30-minute process. So it's something easy. If you're not feeling good, the day that I did it, I was not feeling good. I think I maybe had a migraine that day, and I really did not want to stand around cooking. So I made that. And not only did I make it, I ate the leftovers completely. There's sometimes I make foods and I don't finish off the leftovers, and I don't like that because I don't like to waste food. But this was good, and I finished every bit of it. So anyway, you'll see the recipe, and I'm open to trying other things. There is another vegan recipe in there that I want to try. It is an enchilada recipe. So I might do that in the next week, in the next 2 weeks, whatever. So anyway, keep following. I'll update you on other things that are going on. A fun thing. Y'all may or may not know, I am single. I've been divorced, since 2018. I was living in the UK at the time, so that's when I came back to the States after I got divorced. And I have been open to dating, but I am dating. And this week, I actually went on a date with someone that I'm really excited about. So we'll see where that goes, but I don't want to get happy, complacent, and fall off of the wagon. But anyway, keep watching. I'll let you know. But I hope everyone has a great week. I'm going to try to have a great week, and hopefully I'll be back with a positive result soon. Now, I put myself for a goal of a 4-pound weight loss, but I don't really think I'm going to lose 4 pounds this week, but I'm sure going to try. My weigh-in is Sunday, so I will get that done and let you know. Have a great week. I love you, and I look forward to seeing what you all do this week. So the recipe that I created is out of the Plentifully Lean cookbook by Kiki Nelson. I gathered all of my ingredients in my Instant Pot. I prepped the ingredients according to the book, which is chopped onions, chopped tomatoes. I added in the spinach myself. I just stirred it in at the end. But you just prep all of the ingredients for about 5 minutes in a pan. Then you mix it with the water and the lentils in the Instant Pot on the pressure cook setting for about 20 minutes. I might do just 15 on this. And that's all you do. That's all the prep that's required. I just threw in some pictures of my kitchen so you can see where I do my prep and cooking for my meals and everything. And this is the final result, which I think looks pretty much like the picture. And it was delicious. I would say definitely I would make this recipe again. You don't miss out on it being a vegan recipe if you're a non-vegan eater.